for you, what's I guess going into being the solo OC this year, and how I guess excited are you? How do things change? What's kind of your outlook on the camp and the season, kind of being the lone OC now?
Yeah, very excited. Blessed for the opportunity for Coach Harsin to be put in this role, and excited to be working with the staff that we have. I love our offensive staff and got a lot of experience in that room, and it's not going to change much as far as our planning. I mean, we're all involved in the planning and putting everything together and trying to get the best product on the field. So, but again, it's going to be a lot of fun. The day to day, and just the prep for the games, and then just thinking about game day. It's always nice, being able to call the plays and have that control.
With Brett, we were down in Vegas talking to him at media days, and he's the two-time first-team quarterback, but it seems like Allen's getting a lot of the hype from Wyoming and stuff. I mean, how do you look at Brett going into this year? And obviously, some would say it's a big year for him to kind of take a step forward. How would you look at this year for Brett?
Yeah, I think Brett is poised and ready to have a great season. He's put himself and has always put himself in a position to succeed. He studies really well, and he prepares himself like a professional. And as far as the preseason, hype or whatever, we just use that as a way, as a chip on your shoulder, a little bit more motivation to go out there and do what he does. We don't get caught up in all that preseason hype. It's about what you do on whatever day you're playing, I guess, for us, Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's ready to go. He's in a good mental state right now, and knows the guys and knows the offense, and it'll be fun watching.
What kind of challenge is it for him this year? With the receivers he loses, and obviously McNichols and 3 linemen. I mean, you look.
Sure.
It's a totally different group than what we saw in the Cactus Bowl. I mean, what kind of challenge is that for him to? He wants to get better himself, but also have to kind of help lead this offense, which looks a lot different.
Yeah, every year you're going to lose guys. Whether it's to the NFL or to graduation, and every year guys step up, and that's the great thing about recruiting. For us, and you've got those guys that you've brought out of high school and into our program, and are now going to be bigger factors, and roles change and bump up, and everybody wants to be on the field, but. We've got, Brett feels very comfortable with, again, our offense and the guys that we're putting out there. And we have, as coaches, a ton of confidence in the young guys that may not necessarily have the numbers yet, but the production will be fun to see.
Yeah. I think at one point in time last year, Hars kind of said that in terms of calling plays and stuff, maybe just the time best for the program was that he did it, and now that he obviously is turning those duties over to you, a year into the program, with how much you know about the guys in this offense and the offense itself, and the feel you might have for Coach Harsin now, I guess just how prepared are you to attack this thing as the play caller and the offense coordinator?
Definitely more comfortable, having a year in and knowing the players a lot better and the personnel, also how they're best coached and how they need to be coached in order to produce, and then just feeling out the scheme and the structure of what we're trying to do as an offense. Last year was a great lead into a situation. Now this year being the play caller, and even in games last year, able to call some calls, third down calls, and also get a feel for how maybe Coach Harsin calls a game and how he likes to, you either sequence series or things like that. So I thought that experience was very beneficial leading into this year.
With Kozar coming in, I went to KU and watched him for 3 years. How'd you guys how that whole thing happen, and it sounds like he's been a pretty good addition to your room.
Montel is going to be a huge addition for us. Our guys love him. He's a very good leader, and that's a tough position to be in. A grad transfer, especially the quarterback position, for guys to trust you, be like you and want to be around you, and then if you're in the ball game, that they're comfortable with you as the quarterback. And he's already put himself in a great position. He's very athletic and dynamic, so he gives us a little bit more athleticism in that room, and we can use him in a lot of different ways. So Montel, what really struck me early on is how well he prepares as well. He is a veteran guy. He has gotten and done a ton of stuff on his own, and he learned the offense way quicker than I even expected. So very intelligent.
You lose a 1,300-yard receiver in Thomas, 1,700-yard back in Jeremy McNichols. Yet you return a guy quarterback that's thrown over 800 career passes at Cedric Wilson, who in his first year goes for over 1,100 receiving yards. What do you think this offense is capable of? And assuming you're going to say a lot, what do they have to do to get there over these next few weeks?
Yeah, through spring ball, and working with the group of guys, we built a lot of depth because we had guys removed from injuries and surgeries. Being able to be very excited about now putting it all together and getting those O-linemen working together and adding Alex, back into the mix at running back. And then, fall camp is all about gelling together and creating that chemistry and creating that trust with each other. So the X's and O's are easy. There's a lot of different schemes out there we can run and a lot of different, ways to do the football piece. But if our guys don't trust each other and, if there's not that good team chemistry, it's tough to put all those pieces together. But we've always done a very good job, and those guys have done a very good job of building trust through the off season. And so now we just get to have some fun out there.